Rock stars, Lou Lombardi back at you in your face today. I want to talk to you about your margins. No, I'm not talking about when you type an email and you leave a little space on each side. No, I'm talking about your profit margin. The profit margin is arguably the most important percentage or number in your business, okay? Let me give you an example of what I mean by margin. For those of you that don't completely understand the idea. Say you spend $100 to do something. Okay, you invest $100 in a venture, and you get back at the end of the venture $110. You have a 10% margin. The difference between the two numbers, $100 versus $110, that percentage is your margin. Obviously, maybe it isn't obvious to you, but the obvious thing is you want to get that margin as big as possible. You always want to be looking at the margin. The top number, the bottom number, the 110, the $100, those numbers are less important. The most important thing is what's in the middle, what the difference is. The bigger you can widen that gap, the faster you can widen, the more easily you can widen that gap, the better. And you have to take everything into account. Say you invested that $100 and in 10 years you got $110 back. That is a piss poor, horrible, terrible investment. Don't do that, okay? If I give somebody $100 and I don't do anything, and the next day they give me 110, or 2 days later they give me $110, that might be worth it. You know what I mean? Because if you're working on a 10% margin, that's really, really small, by the way. But you don't have to do anything, and you can get your money turned around very quickly. It might be worth it, okay? Typically, most businesses will tell you they like to see a 30% margin. You obviously want to go higher than that if you can. And especially when you're working online and you can outsource things and you can find things way less expensive. It's so competitive with services and stuff out there now that I believe that you could really be shooting easily for a 50% margin, and sometimes even better if you really shop around. So always be looking at how you're going to increase that margin. Don't get too caught up in the fact that something might cost you $10,000. If something's going to cost you $10,000, but you're going to have a margin of 50, 60, 70, 80%, for instance, you're going to give somebody $10,000, and in 6 months you're going to have $100,000. That's a really good margin. It's totally worth it. Again, look at all the work, look at all the time, look at everything that's involved. You want to weigh that all in to your whatever works for you, but pay attention to those margins. My name is Lou Lombardi. Please check out the Internet Lifestyle Network. It's a good way to increase your margins. The links are below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.